Let us return to Mass Effect. When last we left off, we went and killed the Thorian, which was a big... I mean, they called it a plant, but it really wasn't much of a plant. A big mind-controlling creature that our friendly local corporate conglomerate set up for human test subjects with. And now that we've dealt with that, what that means is we have a few more side quests we can do. So let me take us to those. Okay, so, we already even have a couple, so we need to go to the Vostok system of the Maroon Sea Cluster and the Metano system in the Maroon Sea Cluster. So we need to head to the Maroon Sea Cluster for a couple of side quests. And we've already been to both of these, so where is the Maroon Sea Cluster? Voyager, Hades, Gamma, up right there. We got Caspian, Vostok, and Metana. We got stuff at Vostok and Metana, so we'll head there first. Let's get moving. Also, for one reason or another, the people who were in the outposts here and subjected to human experimentation via being impregnated by spores and mind-controlled seem to think they should stay on this planet and try to make their colony work, which is wild to me. That's crazy. Why would you want to stay? I don't get it. I don't know. Klamarthu has a reducing atmosphere of methane and nitrogen. The surface is hot and mainly composed of sodium with deposits of uranium. In terms of size and orbit, Klamarthu is a virtual twin of Earth, but utterly lacks life. Oh shit, we're being invaded by the Cherno people, chat. Tell them to eat your ass effect.
Looks
Got
like
him.
we've got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
Oh boy, a distress beacon. We'll look at that planet after we look at the other stuff in this solar system real quick. Heavy metal asteroid. Palladium. Thank you for the raid, Cherno. Hello, raiders. Welcome to Mass Effect. We are getting pretty close to the end of Mass Effect 1. I am playing on the hardest difficulty. We're playing as the Adept class, and we are being a Paragon. Alright, Alco. The geological properties of Alco have been scanned from orbit, but little else is known about it. A fairly typical mixed outer system terrestrial of rock and ice, Alco has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is composed of silicates and water ice with deposits of aluminum. Unregistered airship traffic has been recorded in the vicinity of this planet, but travel is not advised. Yeah, with no atmosphere whatsoever and negative 167 Celsius on the surface, it seems like not the greatest place to vacation. Pataiton, a rather small hydrogen-helium gas giant, its atmosphere contains large quantities of chlorine. We found more fan fiction from the matriarchs. That one is called the Lusty Krogan Maid. Paragon is the good guy. Renegade is the bad guy. I mean... Thank you, Shovel Zombie and X-Dibbit for the follows. To explain it more accurately, both Paragon and Renegade work towards the greater good, but Paragon will try and save people, while Renegade has no problem with shooting everything in their way. Also, Renegade is sometimes cartoonishly evil. There are actually situations where if you go full Renegade, some of your decisions are absolutely stupid and evil for no reason other than because you want to be evil. They can be funny, but they're real dumb sometimes. Alright. Notacrux is a verdant world with abundant water, temperate climate, and thick nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, and a rich ecosystem. It'd seem to be perfect for life. The relatively high percentage of oxygen makes humans feel energized and alive, though it also has allowed insect analogs to grow to frightful sizes. Yeah, that'll do that. In case you don't know, it's theorized that because of a larger oxygenated atmosphere in the past on Earth, that's what meant for bred a lot of the megafauna that we can find bones for, so dinosaurs and giant husks of larger versions of creatures that exist nowadays. And one of them is theorized to be big ol' insects. So they're saying that this has a very high oxygen-rich atmosphere, meaning it's perfect for giant mantises. Unfortunately, Notacrux is a case of almost but not quite. Thunderstorms are as common as on Earth, but in Notacrux's thicker, oxygen-rich atmosphere, they are deafening and spark constant wildfires. More damning, however, are the large and ubiquitous tufts of pollen that float on a high-pressure air. In humans and other oxygen-breathing species, they cause severe or even lethal allergic reactions. Giant pollen. Everything else is basically Earth. We need to terraform that atmosphere a little bit. So if we grew more trees, it would be closer to 6-foot-tall Amazonian goddesses. It doesn't quite work that way. Alright, Tali, Rex. Tali Liara. Yeah, there we go. Our threesome is complete. Wee badonk. And hey, if you guys have never seen any of Mass Effect 1 gameplay, you're here for the best part. And by the best part, I mean the most tedious part. And that is the exploration in our tank. And, whoops. The tank exploration is neat and all, but because they made many mountains on every planet you ever land on, it can take a while. Thorian creepers? How'd they make creepers out of me? These guys are tough, dude. Just eat tank shots like they're nothing. Okay, that's got no opening to it, so I guess we just kill some stuff. Looks like they crashed something here, and that's where these guys are coming from. Okay. Thank you very much, Motoko K, for the follow. Welcome. I dedicate killing that creature to you. Make sure we get all of them. It's free XP. It's not like they can hurt me in the tank. They're basically zombies. I like that you can see the giant pollen spores falling in the sky in our face. That's a nice touch, since they said that that's a feature of the planet. Remember, when hacking things in real life, it's exactly the same as this. You just play a game of Frogger. Tank was neat but needed polish. I wish they would have just made it good instead of removing it. I agree. I've discussed it in previous stream days with this, but I think the best thing they could have done for this is went a little bit easier on the mountain brush tool that they were using to create these environments. So, in case you don't know, this was back when the Unreal Engine just got some new upgrades, and one of them was the ability to make rocks and mountains in a pretty easy fashion using basically just a brush tool. And that's what you're seeing here. That's why there are so many of these planets you can explore. They're very easily created. And they went a little ham with them. And decided, what if we just put mountains everywhere? And putting mountains everywhere is neat and all, but it's way, way less neat when you have to drive a car on them. Maybe they thought that without mountains, the planets were a little flat. Ha 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 ha. Maybe the planet should have been a little flat. Yeah. There's like 2 planets total in this game that you can explore where the environment is mostly flatlands for you to drive across, and they are a welcome respite from the mountain climbing adventures. Terrain insignia. This vehicle can climb the mountains if you use it right. It's just kind of tedious after the, 50th planet doing it. Here we go. As long as you're not going completely vertical, you can generally drive up the hill. The vehicle is almost as good as a Skyrim horse. It's close. A Skyrim horse doesn't care how vertical your ascent is, it'll just climb. Is Legendary Edition worth it for PC? Well, it has all 3 games, and it has all the DLC, except for like 1 or 2 things they removed because it was considered bad. So, I'd say so, yeah. And there are a few improvements. One of the nice improvements about this is, for those that never played original Mass Effect 1, if you killed anything while inside your tank, you would get very reduced experience. You'd get like maybe 25%, 30% of the XP. In this game, you get full XP, which is really nice. It means you don't have to awkwardly jump out the tank to deal the last blow to whatever enemies happen to be in your path. On top of that, Legendary Edition changed the way that leveling works in Mass Effect 1, and instead of going from 1 to 60, you go instead from 1 to 30, so the level ups are a little bit more impactful. Get up there. Come on. Damn. Need to aim left and hope and pray. Hope and pray. Hope and pray. We didn't hope and pray hard enough. No. Shit. Down we go. Damn it. Is there an easier way out of here? Maybe, but probably this is just fine. Just about the same, honestly. There's something to be said about the ease of access of having the games on Steam. The problem is that Origin still has to open to play the games anyway, because EA and their really, really good decisions. Come on. Okay, that's gonna be hard to get to. But if we can get to that, we're out. We're home free. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Save it. Save it. Saved it. Okay, can we make that leap? No, that's too far. Shoot. How do we get out of this freaking caldera? Ah, perhaps over there. That actually seems like a better idea. A more plausible idea, I should say. And there we go. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite rundown on the Citadel. Bye! Bye-bye! Give me the XP pop-up. There's no way it survived that, right? It survived falling down there? Okay. Whatever you say, game. There is absolutely fall damage for, certain situations. Most situations. Yeah, see? I just got some XP. Okay, it just took a long time for one of them to fall down. A really, really long time. It was a long way down. Alright. Let's check this building.
Clear.
Do a quick save. It's got points. Liara? Alright, Liara, let's give you points in throw? Sure. And make electronics go up all the way. Well, that looks lovely. I'm gonna double check something real quick. Do I still have the anti-thorium gas? I do, because thoriums seem to be the thing here. There we go. Jeez, good shot. Alright, I need you to throw that guy away from us. Thank you. Here, I'll throw that one away. Perfect.
Get down.
Nice, we got a bunch of them with that grenade. Nice! Grenade.
Perimeter secured.
So for those that don't know the classes, we are an Adept. That means I am a space wizard. I have the ability to do space magic that defies the laws of gravity. It's fun. I like being a space wizard. The only problem with being a space wizard is I'm only allowed to be good at using pistols. I can't use the other weapons too well. And we're squishy. We die in like one hit to almost everything on this difficulty. I've been one-shot by so many things. I don't get hit often, but when I do, I die.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross, Chief Exogeny Researcher at this facility. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
Yeah, what happened?
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
How do you know about the Thorian?
I know what Exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharos. we discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants.
They didn't seem docile
Everything
or
was
obedient.
going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. ExoJenny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities.
I hate
We have no
corporations
direct
so fucking
communication
much.
with the outside.
You
Only
signed
the
an
emergency.
NDA, die for
It
us.
sends a general distress signal to the ExoJenny site on Pharos. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
Any chance some of the other people at the base might still be alive?
Corpa
I
chills.
doubt it. Too many creepers out there. They never stood a chance. We're the only ones left.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Maybe there was still some kind of link between the creepers and the Thorian back on Pharos. The Thorian was unlike any other life form we've ever studied. I can't explain how,
Dude, look at that
but
lens flare.
maybe when it died, it somehow set off the creepers here.
I've heard all I need to.
Look, I know what we did here was wrong. I'll admit that. But it's over now. There's no sense reporting this to the authorities, right?
No, you're going to jail.
You were in
That's
charge
funny.
of this project. The safety of the staff was your responsibility. They trusted you, and you betrayed that trust.
Be reasonable. I didn't mean for this to happen. Besides, how does it help anyone if I end up in jail? Normally ExoJenny would have my back, but it sounds like they're going to have their hands full cleaning up the mess on Pharos. But I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
I should kill you right now. Yeah,
The
no.
victims here deserve justice. I have to take you in.
That's not going to happen. Open fire. Open
Oh, that's...
fire!
Really? Really? Are you happy with your decision now? Tali blasted your ass harder than I thought she would. Goddamn. No mercy. Jeez, Tali, did you like see her as a surrogate Geth or something?
Incoming!
Up in the air. Jeez, calm down. ExoJenny's second-rate mercs proved no match for a trained Alliance Marine. With the last of the science crew dead, there's no reason to linger here. So I gave Tali's shotgun explosive rounds, and it's hilarious to remove gravity from someone and then watch Tali shoot them. Good job, Tali. That was hot.
I'll follow.
Should have spent that money on better mercs. I don't think there are good enough mercs in the galaxy to take on a Spectre. Oh, except, of course, for Kai Lang. The greatest character in the Mass Effect series. Oh, hey, those guys we yeeted off the cliff are back. That's nice. Wouldn't want to miss out on that that sweet XP. All right, back to the Normandy. That's that side quest done. Oh wait, hold on. I need to go to Matano now, yeah? Yeah, Matano for the other side quest that we got after our last main quest. Alright, let's take a look at this solar system. Inti is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere composed of ammonia and helium. Its surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of magnesium. Its density is rather low, leaving the planet tide-locked to Matano. Inti is an unremarkable world drawing little more than a cursory scan for surface pirate anchorages when Alliance patrols enter the system. Chaska is a large but low-density world. Oh, hold on. We'll read that, because we're going to land on it. We'll read it last so we know where we're going. Oh, we'll be fine. More heavy metal asteroids. We found Iron Maiden on that asteroid. A craggy world of igneous and basaltic mountains, Apo is wrecked by constant geological activity. While volcanic hotspots are rare, continental plates are constantly piling up new mountains, subducting old ones, or causing slips along transform faults. Apo has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Due to the constant earthquakes and landslide activity, surface exploration is not advised. The rubble-covered wrecks at a half-dozen expeditionary ships stand in mute testament to the planet's instability. Don't land on this planet. Okay. Ilapa, dude, that thing's red. This is like if you wanted desperately to be a Sith Lord. This is Kylo Ren's background image. His screensaver on his computer, because he desperately wants to be a Sith Lord. Ilapa is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with an unusual ruby color caused by contaminants in the atmosphere. The world has over 120 moons, one of the highest totals of all known systems. Once full development of Chaska colony begins, a helium-3 refining infrastructure will be developed in the Ilapa system, concentrated on the large ice moon of Konaraya. Anything in this? Oh, a rocky asteroid. Let me in? Let me in? There we go. A Prothean data disk. Supay has the composition of an ice dwarf planet, but is unusually large for such a body. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The frozen surface is dotted with deposits composed of potassium and light metals, brought to the surface by cryovolcanic processes. Supay's ice surface was often used as a source of potable water by passing merchant vessels. Since the Alliance claimed the inner system world of Chaska, satellites placed in orbit automatically bill any vessel landing on the world for the mass of water removed from the surface. ExoGeni has had a difficult time keeping these satellites operational. They often meet with accidents caused by impact with jettisoned ship debris. Ah, get fucked, ExoGeni. You're billing us for water? Nah. Eat this trash. Chaska is a large but low-density world fundamentally similar in its inner neighbor, Inti. Like Inti, Chaska is tidally locked to Matano. The same side always faces the sun, resulting in a scorching day side and a frozen night side. In the temperate areas around the Terminator, temperature averages around 30 Celsius. Combined with a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, this slender band of habitable terrain allows limited colonization by humans. Chaska's ring is unique. It appears to be, for lack of a better term, a massive piece of alien installation art. The rings are made of small pieces of synthetic material and are almost invisible from space. From the ground, they catch and scatter the light of Matano in picturesque ways. It is not known who created the ring or when. Chaska is very early development, with little more than a few pioneer teams scattered across the surface. Information is being collated about native hazards and ecology, while a massive colonist recruiting drive is gearing up back on Earth. Colony has been founded literally this year, current year, 2183, with a population of only 150 brave pioneers so far. So, tidally locked planets are really interesting in that they're for the most part uninhabitable, because one side is always facing the sun getting blasted by radiation and heat, and the other side is always facing the dark cold of space and getting none of that. So there's only the equatorial band right around the center of it, where it's getting a little bit of both, that should ever have some sort of inhabitable capabilities. And that's where we've got a colony. Alright, we're gonna take Tali and Rex. Wait, no. Garrus and Liara. Yeah. Yeah, Garrus and Liara, let's go. The poor man's ring world. It's basically like if you could live on one of the Halo rings as a planet. It's basically like that. And if you tried to step out of the ring, you would either burn or freeze to death in short order. But one of the coolest things about Mass Effect, the series... Oh, thank you, Sam, for the follow. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Anyway, one of the coolest things about Mass Effect is that the BioWare team, the devs at the time, had science consultants on call to get as much accurate scientific astrological information they could about how different planets may or may not be formed, how habitable they could be, the different theories about what may or may not exist out there in terms of these kinds of things. So they did a lot of work to try and make this as accurate as they possibly could for this kind of stuff, because it's cool. It's really neat. It's a lot of really interesting information, if you ask me, at least. No. We didn't make it. So yeah, there's just a lot of, like, actually accurate information about different planets that have been observed or theorized and stuff like that, and how they could work. Hey, look, a pyramid. Behold, the smallest pyramid you've ever seen in your entire freaking life. What a teeny tiny pyramid. This is such an unimpressive piece of structure. Got some stuff. You'll be caught up in the crossfire. There we go. Orthian data disk. I didn't get any money for that, just XP. I'll take XP, though. I don't need money. I have infinity money. For comparison about the size of a pyramid on Earth, one of the great pyramids of, like, Giza or whatnot, right? Every rock is larger than a person that's the scale of how large those pyramids are. It's huge. I've only seen pictures. I've never been to Egypt, but it's pretty cool.
The entire colony must have been transformed.
Well, I hope your goddess has mercy on them, because I won't. Based on the amount of red arrows there. Hey, this is save number 69. Nice. Alright, Garrus, what can I level up for you? Electronics. Ow! That guy exploded from so far away and it got me. Garrus has the proper weapon. Yes, good. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, Garrus, I want you to use assassination and annihilate that guy. Good. Well done. Pew, 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 bang, 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 bang. See, it's funny, my little pistol gets the dinky little pew, 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 pew to go off, and then Garrus is just like, ba-bam! Looks like we got an upstairs, alright. More stuff. Oh, we can't go in there? Okay. Go over the edge, please. Damn it. Well, this little outpost is cleared out. I think. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm almost full of items. Okay. Well, Omni-gel that. Go ahead. Here, let's take a quick peek and see if I have literally anything better than what I currently am equipped with. I'm gonna guess no. Oh, look at that. That's an upgrade. You could argue this is an upgrade as well. Well, that's an upgrade. Let's go ahead and equip that. Bam. And Liara, that means we can upgrade you, right? Ah, there's an Ursa 9. Yeah. Yeah, here you go. Any biotic amps that we could do? We got a Polaris 9 right now. Maybe we can get a Polaris 10? Nope. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Amazing. Fantastic. Prodigy 9 beats Prodigy 8. There we go. Garrus. Do we have a better Omni tool for you? Yeah, I think that's better. Slightly lower cooldown bonus. About half the cooldown bonus, but a much better shield and med recharge. Actually, I don't care about med recharge. I never use med packs anyway. So you know what? Never mind. We're fine with what you got there, Garrus. And we're going to be hard-pressed to find better weapons than what I got. I've already bought, like, the best possible weapons I can have at the moment, I think. In every possible different permutation of them. Well, that's shotguns. I'm literally never going to pull a shotgun out with my main character. Breaker 9. Hey, that seems good. We should give that to someone. Garrus, how's yours? Does the Breaker compete? It does compete, but it's not quite as good, so we'll just put it on the people that aren't big assault weapon users. Hold on, Liara. Let me give you a bunch of different mods to give you better stuff. Hey, you know what? Here, let's put some radiation on those bullets. Some high explosives on those bullets. Radiation on those bullets. Yeah, we love radiation and explosives. I love committing war crimes. It's my favorite. Alright, let's go. I'd say managing your inventory is the weakest part of Mass Effect 1, along with some of the planet exploration things. There's a lot they could have done to add some quality of life to those points.
Got it.
Yeah, you give me the stuff. Oh, I just thought about something. What do I have on your armors? Blade of Coating 5? Oh, we can so improve that. Combat exoskeletons are nice. Let's see. I think I'll give maybe a medical exoskeleton to Garrus. I think that would be good. Yeah. And as for Liara, what do you got? You've got Kinetic Buffer 5. We can do way better than that. Give you a combat exoskeleton as well, and we can give you a better medical exoskeleton too. There we go. Perfect. Alright, off to more civilian structures. Well, what I mean by, it's a weak point to mess with your armor and your weapons and everything like that is they should have just made options to, like, if something is of this quality or lower, automatically turn it into Omnigel or something like that. Because I am past the point where I need money. In fact, if I look at my money, I have 999999999. We're good on money forever. And taking the time it takes to just Omnigel everything is a big pain in the butt. But I still want to open everything because experience. XP! That guy should be floating now, yes? Oh, don't blow us up. Just be sure. Good. Get him? Nope. Damn, Garrus. Your damage is really high. My damage is pitiful by comparison. My guns don't do a lot, but hey, it's okay. My power is in the ability to make everything float harmlessly through the air. In Mass Effects 2 and 3, they do a little bit of a better job at making sure that there's a little more diversity in what biotic powers the classes get. Especially 3. At the end of the day, 3 is technically the best, like, shooter game. It has the best properties for that, for Mass Effect. Out of the trilogy. We don't talk about Andromeda because Andromeda makes everyone very sad. Whereas 1 and 2 are kind of awkward. Like, in the early game of this, it's very much a sit behind cover and peek your head out now and again to shoot at stuff kind of thing, but then once you get strong enough, you just do what I do and you just sit out of cover and shoot everything while it can't do anything to you. But it's a lot more varied and feels good in Mass Effect 3 once we get there. I'm not saying the combat is necessarily bad in 1 and 2, it's just kind of bland, I would say. But 2 is an improvement over 1, and we'll see that pretty quick. It does make it a lot harder to be an Adept. It's going to be much harder to be an Adept in 2 than it is in 1.
Redeploying.
Uh-oh. What happened? Get back in the vehicle. We broke for a second. What? Why am I moonwalking? Oh, I see. It's super broken. It thinks I'm still in the Mako there. What if we enter this building? Will it fix? Okay, that fixed it good. That's good. It thought I was still in the vehicle. Fun bugs. Oh, if you're wondering what makes Mass Effect 2 harder to be an Adept, all the enemies in Mass Effect 2, or at least the vast majority of them, have a, they start with a shield that makes them able to resist biotic effects, and until you pop that shield, your biotic effects aren't going to do stuff to them. So if I try to throw them in the air like I do here, then they'll resist it. And there are some biotic abilities that will still affect them. It's a much more muted effect. Like if I do this singularity skill here, which is a big AoE, basically throw everything in the air and float it ability, it will instead hamper their movement a bit, but it won't make them, you know, harmless like this. Uh-oh. They explode. Liara, make that guy go away. I don't like it. Assassinate him. Thank you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Good job, everybody. Nah, there's more than just warp that works on it. Singularity does have an effect on enemies while they're shielded in Mass Effect 2. It's nowhere near as good as make them all float into the air and everything, but it does kind of lock them down a little bit. It makes it much harder for them to get to you, so it is helpful. But, it's kind of a slightly better solution than they could have done. Considering you can still chew through shields relatively quickly, depending on who you bring as your partners. And, honestly, they needed to nerf biotics in some way. It was a little strong. Just a little strong. And the funny thing is, I'm not even playing what is considered the best class. I'm just making it look really good. Because I'm that good. You guys want to talk about how cool I am now? Yeah? Yeah, Vanguard. Vanguard's the class that, Vanguard's the class my chat literally begged me not to play because it's apparently by far the most popular class. Alright, a colonial pioneer team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. It's clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. Cerberus is just just screwing everything up everywhere, apparently. Yeah, I actually took the time to look up what makes Vanguard so good in Mass Effect, because I've never played a Vanguard before. They're really good, guys. They're ridiculously good. So Vanguards are basically, they're pretty much what Rex is, in that they are big tanky frontliners that deal really high damage with shotguns. And the thing that makes them really good is, at least once they get the ability in like Mass Effect 2, the ability to start shooting at things, and then when your shields get low, activate your ability to charge, basically long range, fly through the air, tackle the enemy for damage, and it restores all your shields upon hitting the enemy, and it knocks them down, and now you're in range for a shotgun blast to the face while they're on the ground, which is pretty crazy good. That's really, really good. I can understand why they're popular. Okay, so those are the assignments I had right now. There should be one more assignment for us. Yeah? And Caspian, yes? Yes, Caspian. But personally, I've only been Adept and Infiltrator in my playthroughs. I picked Infiltrator because sniper rifles are fun, and I picked Adept because, for my very first playthrough when I played Mass Effect, because I wanted to be a space wizard. Why would I not want to be a space wizard? I can't believe people play Soldier. Generic, just run and gun, when there's the ability to space wizard. It's crazy. Crazy. Alright, Clotonka. Clotonka is a large but low-density terrestrial world with an atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. Its crust is composed of sulfur and unremarkable silicates. Occasional deposits of heavy metals, usually the result of meteor strikes, dot the surface. High-speed winds, powered by the hot blue star Caspian, present a constant hazard. Atmospheric entry is hazardous and EVAs are discouraged. We found some heavy metal. Farnuri has a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and helium. The surface is mainly composed of silica laced with iron oxides, indicating the world has an oxygenated atmosphere at some point in the past. Given the relative youth of the blue star Caspian and the significant gravity well of Farnuri, this must have occurred with astonishing swiftness, perhaps a result of some cataclysmic event. Further research is required. Oh, I forgot to survey. Whoops. More heavy metal. Gold this time. Gold is always useful. Almacrux has an atmosphere of methane and ethane. Despite its great distance from Caspian, the energetic young star heats the surface almost temperate levels. Thick ground fogs are common at the Terminator, where water ice frozen during the long dark side night meets the warm air masses from the day side. The crust is mainly composed of copper with deposits of sodium. Almacrux's abundant water and relatively mild temperature and gravity have placed it on the short list of terraforming candidate worlds. However, there is a significant opposition from eco-ethics groups who assert that Almacrux's primitive methanotrophic bacteria may be a precursor to a full-fledged native ecology. Okay, so some people are like, we want to terraform this world because it can support life, and others are like, but it's gonna make its own life, let it make its own life. when the real answer is to go down there, find the primordial goo, and spit in it so that you can create an entire planet of your own species. Taps forehead. Antida is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. Its atmosphere is darkened by traces of sodium. It is one of relatively few planets known with an orbital period of more than a millennium. Holy crap, dude. 1,296 Earth years for this to orbit the star. Damn. How old are you? Old man sitting on a bench. 1. Turian insignia recovered. Alright. The MSV Cornucopia. The Cornucopia is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. While obviously adrift, the Cornucopia is not broadcasting any distress signal. Registry X Solar Shipping from Sol. Hey, Sol, that's our star. Rex and Tolly. You'll notice I don't bring the humans with me. Because humans are nerds. And we're cool. We are not nerds. We are gigachads. Huh. This is a surprisingly quiet entryway. Human Scotwints are boring. I would argue that Ashley is absolutely not boring. She's just kind of horrible. Ugh. They laid a booby trap.
The ship's probably crawling with them.
They ain't gonna be crawling with them for long. Okay, since we're facing husks, I need to change my grenade up from anti-thorian to just high explosives. Hell yeah. Or incendiary. Just give me the high explosives. Why not? Alright, we need to be very careful going around corners. Husks can explode really quick. Here, have a grenade. Have 2. Never mind, I don't have a grenade for you. Blow him to hell, Tolly. Blow him to hell. Thank you. Ooh, pretty. Wasn't that pretty, the way he slowly floated down on fire? Yeah, with humans, you get to choose between very generic soldier man personality with a very slight amount of PTSD. He's got a little bit of jokes in him, but not a lot. Or you get to choose the xenophobic space racist that at every opportunity says we should kill all aliens. Hey baby, you want to get together and kill all aliens? I know I do. Shoot. Gun. Bang. Thank you. Ow. Rex, Tolly, you guys want to stop them from hurting us? Jesus. Turn a corner and an explosion goes off. Tolly, you explode them now. Rex, you shoot the crap out of them now. Alright, Tolly, explode them again. Good. Good. Keep the barrier up. Get away from me. Here, Tolly, you can carnage them too. Oh god, from behind. Gotta be careful. These are one of the few enemies that don't one-shot me. So that's nice. It's so unnecessarily explosive. Oh god. Come on, Tolly. Where's your abilities at? Okay, that works. Punch. Okay. That all of them in this room? I think so. I hope so, at least. Jeez. Yes, Legendary Edition should include all the DLC except for, like, one thing that didn't get added. I believe I heard. I got plenty of explosive rounds. I've already got them on the shotguns of the people that I want them on. Let's see.
According to the log files, the ship was out near the Perseus Vale. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact.
So they got dead spaced,
They
did
brought
they?
it on board, and then... This is really weird, Shepard. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Vale, like they wanted the Geth to find them.
So they were brainwashed.
That artifact must have done something to them. Why else would someone fly into Geth space?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind was falling apart. I don't see anything about how they got back into human territory.
The Geth turned them into husks and left the ship where someone would find it, trying to show us what happens to organics dumb enough to enter the Veil.
According to the...
Oh, same
That
thing.
artifact.
They brought it on board, and then...
What else did the logs say?
The entries don't make a lot
Okay.
of sense.
Geth turned them into husks
Okay.
and left the ship where someone would find
Well,
it, trying to show us what happens to organics dumb enough to enter the Veil.
well, don't worry. I'm just dumb enough to enter the Veil, but I'll be fine, because I have main character protagonist powers. See, like, I can't even reduce to Omnigel all of them at once. I have to do it individually. It's so tedious. Well, that takes care of this derelict freighter. Some people fucked around and found out. They literally got dead spaced. They found some sort of alien artifact, brought it on board, and then it turned all of them into monsters. Spoilers for Dead Space, a 15-year-old game, I guess, at this point. Something along those lines. Maybe even more? Alright, and that's all the new side quests that we have unlocked after the last main quest, which means it's time for more main quests. Yay, main quests!